Well, hello, gorgeous. Today is Recovery Reset Saturday, and I was just praying and meditating on what to share about this and what is so meaningful for me. And it's this: there is this saying in my recovery organization or movement that we can restart our day anytime. And that meant, especially at the beginning, now I don't really have any bad days. Not to brag, just using the practices, but we can restart our day anytime. We can reset. And I thought about what does that mean and how am I using it today specifically in this Passion to Possibility challenge in hot July. I'm out on a walk on hot July and it is hot. And it's a reminder that I get to feel lit up and on fire about my life. But part of that is honoring the reset and resetting, either taking a whole day, which feels like a luxury to just rest and reset and revitalize and recharge. One of my mentors uses the example of we always know where our iPhone battery is, right? Like I know I start to get a little nervous when it gets around 30%, and then when it gets around 15%, I'm like, we got to find a charger. In fact, last night that happened. I was taking my girls to the pool and I was like, oh my God, I only have 9%. And I was like, you know what, Dana? You're going to leave that dang phone in the car. Like the fact that my nervous system is tied to the charge of my battery was a flag for me. And this is a practice that I want to share with you is I love this book that I read last year called How to Break Up with Your Phone, because I could do a whole class, lesson, podcast, rest of my life, Facebook Live on the impact that phones are having on our nervous system, on our soul, on our spirit. I won't do that. But what I will say is that one of the ways that I reset my spirit, my nervous system, my body, and my mind is I leave my phone. I just leave it. And recently I've been losing it, which is a signal. It's like, yeah, I don't even need this phone. So last night when I started to freak out about, I don't have a charger and like, how do I plug in? I just thought, you know what, let me take a breath. So I paused, I closed my eyes, I put my hand on my heart, and I took one breath. And in the middle of that breath, I heard, leave the phone in the car. Leave the phone in the car. And so I left the phone in the car and I went in and I was totally present at the pool. And there were a bunch of my extended family there, and my mom and sister, and my girls, and I was able to be there the whole time instead of scrolling on my phone, taking videos, taking pictures, wondering what I'm gonna write for content. Like I was really just there. And just being out without my phone for a couple of hours gave my nervous system the reset that it needed. So when I got back to it again, I was like, I don't even care about this phone. Like turn it off and plug it in and we'll see you tomorrow. So I want to make an invitation for you and for all of us today. And it's to be intentional about the ways that we are resetting, recovering in our days. And you don't have to take a whole day off. You don't have to take a whole week off. We can do just small practices throughout the day to reset the way that our nervous system, aka our spirit, right, in human form, is able to rest. And you know what happens when we rest even our phones and plug them in and leave them alone, they're able to recharge fully and then operate at maximum capacity. And like maybe not the best analogy because it just hated on phones, which I love my phone. We're using it now intentionally. And so here's what I'm doing today. I'm just going to share with you today. I also have to out myself. I learned this recently that perfectionism and over functioning are manifestations of trauma and shame. And I was like, okay, yes, I really appreciate that because it's hard for me to slow down. It's hard for me to just be like, you know what, I'm doing nothing today. I'm not a human doing, I'm going to be a human being, and I'm just going to be today. And it's the hardest thing. So let me back up. This past week was the 20th anniversary of the day that my father died 20 years ago. And I was like, it's going to be fine. Like, it's going to be fine. We're just going to push through it. And like, it was not fine. It was not fine at all. My spirit was like, hey, you need to slow down. You need to rest. You probably even need a big on the floor cry. Like, would you be willing to do that? And so I heard that. And so instead of working or tackling the things on my mental to do list, I took my daughter to the dentist and she had an incredible experience. That's a different story. But I got back home and instead of doing anything else, I tried to take a nap. But everything, and when I was laying, I probably fell asleep for like 4 minutes. And then I woke up and I was like, ah! And all I could tell myself was, Dana, it's safe to rest. It's safe to rest. It's safe to rest. It's safe to rest. And there's something about my nervous system, especially when I'm over caffeinated or I haven't gotten enough sleep or I've overscheduled myself, that it's not safe to rest. You have to keep going and keep doing and keep accomplishing, right? In order to feel underneath that is like in order to feel okay, in order to feel safe, in order to feel worthy. And I realized that my nervous system was not feeling safe in the relaxing. So we're not going to be perfect in one day, but the transformational power of making a decision to rest and reset, and then just one small practice at a time, telling our spirit, telling our nervous system that it is okay and safe. And in fact, we should be celebrating gently this promise to ourselves and this action to back that up, that we are going to reset. And we don't have to wait till Saturday, although this is the day that I'm speaking about it this week. So I want to close with the practices that I'm using today. Number one, I did not set my alarm. And listen, I'm never going to sleep till noon. I have three small kids who, even though we're on summertime, still are very active. So I let myself sleep until my body said it was time to wake up. I'll let you guess when that was, but it was later than typical. The second thing I did was I took it super easy in the morning. So I read for longer than I normally do. I meditated for longer than I normally do. And now I'm not running. I'm not doing a Caroline Gervin video. If you know, you know, she's intense. And while I love her for other days, today, I'm just allowing myself to walk. In the first half of the walk, I didn't have my phone and I had my oldest daughter with me. And we had the best time and the best conversation. And so she got too hot. I took her home and I grabbed this because I wanted to share this message. After this, we have a full day of resting and relaxation. So we're going to maybe go to the pool. I'm going to take a nap. I might read some more. And then we are going to snuggle up on the couch after I'm spending the weekend with my oldest daughter. It's so fun. We're going to make dinner and we're going to take it really easy. We're not going to overfunction. We're not going to overaccomplish. We sort of jotted down the vision of what we would love for the weekend to look like. We decided how we wanted it to feel, and easy was the way, easy and fun. And then we're taking aligned, gentle action to create those feelings. And I want to invite you to take one action today to reset your day, reset your hour, reset your week, whatever time and space you're operating in. I'm inviting you to give yourself permission, just like my daughter and I are giving ourselves permission to rest, to relax, to reset. Not because when you are done with that, you'll be more productive and you'll be more full and you'll be more excited, just because that is what our spirit is craving. For no other reason than we are worthy of rest. We are worthy of relaxation. We are worthy of taking a nap at the pool instead of doing more motherfucking laundry. Oh, we are worthy of it. And so a lot of convincing the subconscious to believe that we are indeed expansively worthy and deserving is acting as if. And so today, that's your invitation. Drop it in the comments. What action you're taking to rest, to reset, to really recover your mind, body, and spirit. And I look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. And part of creating next level recovery in a life that you just can't get enough of, that feels as good as it looks, is a clear vision for what you would love. Not what you would love to accomplish, not all the things you would love to do, but what kind of life you would love. I think a lot of us get caught up, especially after some years in recovery, that like this is just the way that it's going to be forever. It is a miracle, and we've created these really cool things, and we stall or stay stuck and wonder like, why can't I do the thing my heart is telling me to do? Why can't I be brave enough to go for that raise? Why can't I move out of just being grateful and into taking action to do the thing that I promised myself I would do that keeps nudging. At least for me, it kept nudging and it kept nudging and it kept nudging until it started screaming. What is that thing for you? And if you would love mentorship and support with that, I would love to invite you into the next level recovery breakthrough call with me. It's a one-on-one experience where you and I get crystal clear on the thing that you would love to create, be, do, have, give. We identify the one thing that's holding you back. We alchemize that together, and then we create the next best step forward to, to your path to creating that next level recovery. Because I don't know about you, but I didn't get a new life for it to just be okay. And I didn't get a new life to just overfunction and continue some of my other defects and dependencies. And I didn't get a new life to have it be small. And so, if you're like me and you want it all and you want to feel so good about your life, even the rest, even the reset, hop on a call with me. I would love to talk you through that. I would love to hold space for your dreams. And I would love to be the woman who reminds you who you are and all that you're capable of creating. Speaking of which, I love you so much. I'm so grateful for you. And I deeply believe in your ability to create a truly recovered, reset, rested experience for your beautiful life. See you tomorrow.